Iron that. It's me, Kelli from my own salon, Kelli Salon. Do you know what I don't like? It's so quiet. That's me. That's how I spell my name and everything. It sounds quiet. Jim, is there like any background music or anything you can put on in the background so that it makes me sound more interesting? Do that if you can. If you can't, just say, I can't do that. Type it on the thing. I'm not bothered. Anyway, so no, shut up, everybody. It's me, Kelli, spelled Kelli, but the last I's upside down like an exclamation mark. And I'm here live from my salon, hashtag hair body, hair choice. It's written down there, look. Isn't that nice? I have these specially made because it's part of the uniform. Oh, I've got Frank Cheeseman down here. Sorry if he starts making a noise, but... Oh, what? You don't even try half the time. Frank's livid. Do you want to come up here for a cuddle, Frank Cheeseman? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, everybody get ready for Franklin Cheeseman. Oh, bloody hell. He's got some drops in his ears and they smell a little bit like revolting. They're just horrible. Quite herby, like that. Not like Herbie Hancock or the car that can talk. Not Kit. Look at me. Oh, God, I can't bear it. Hiya anyway, everybody. How is everybody? Is everybody all right? Is anybody there? Probably not. I'm not bothered if you are anyway. I've got better things to do than to think about you and what you're doing. So anyway, it's time for Salon News. Salon News. Put Salon News on if you can do that. Don't let it go. Thanks, Jimbles. So Salon News is this. Hiya. Say hello to Tom James. Hello. I love you. Yeah. He's real good as Frank. He's probably nicer than about 98% of people in the world. Probably more than that. Yeah. 99.9% of people. It's nicer than me. It's so lovely. Anyway, Salon News is this. Jackie's having to stay in the salon for lockdown, and that's just the end of it. And she can shut up about it. I don't care how much she cries or says she's lonely. She's the only one who ain't got any family. Because, sorry, Jackie, you're a widow member. Also, your dad got murdered. What are you doing? Staying out for your mum? Your mum doesn't even know who you are. There, you see. Ain't he good looking, Frank? He's real good looking. And he's good looking from all angles, which I don't think everyone is. Look at that. Bloody gorgeous. Also, we've got the same colour hair, and that's on purpose. Because I said, I want a dog this colour. And they picked one for me. It was either this or a Doberman. That's fireworks. Do you people doing fireworks? You're a prick. Because Frank don't like it, and my chickens don't like it. Miss Violet ain't bothered. She thinks you're an idiot. But I hate you. You're a bell end. So, the rest of Salon News. Yeah, Jackie has to stay at the salon because, I'm sorry, it isn't fair. I've got Blazer. Also, they're in a brilliant satellite reception. Satellite? What year am I living in? They're in a brilliant internet connection at the salon, which is why I'm always dipping in and out, as you know. Right? So, I say, I'm not guarding these toilet rolls because I bought 1,500 toilet rolls. I'm anticipating a lot of bowel movements this next lockdown. So she's staying to look after him. That's just the end of it. That's the end of Salon News. Drinking beer because I can. Did you hear that? I did. If you didn't hear it, how come? Don't lick it. I've seen what he's been licking today. You don't want to know. Anyway, so next on the show is this, right? Can I put you down because you're real heavy? Also, you smell a bit iffy. Tell you what, go lay on. Lay on that. Oh, crikey. Yeah, right. I've anticipated a new thing, right? Because I'm a trendsetter, not a trend follower. And I think the next big thing is going to be makeup for men. I think it's huge. It's a huge market because I think what's beautiful now is a lot of men are realising how unattractive they are. And with the best will in the world, just growing a beard ain't going to make you better looking. It just ain't. I know a lot of ugly men have grown a beard thinking, oh, this hides a lot. It don't. We know. It's going to go back out of fashion. And the women that you trapped with your lying beard are going to see you for what you are, a man with faces around his mouth, and they're going to dump you, and I'm going to laugh. So what I've done is I'm helping the men, because it's time we thought of the men, and I've brought a range out of makeup, as yet unnamed. I don't know what I'm going to call it. So far, I've come up with Kelli Taylor's makeup for men, or male makeup by Kelli Taylor. I don't know. Both seem quite good. I like both names, but that's me. I'm a perfectionist, and I know that everything I think is good. So what I did was, I thought, how am I going to get this message out? Like, dear men, please put makeup on, because we shouldn't have to look at that. And I thought, I know someone who's real. He's not ugly. He's just one of those men that, if anybody sees you with him in town, take 3 steps back so it doesn't look like you're together, because you don't want people thinking, oh, is that your boyfriend, Kelli Taylor? And you go, no, it ain't my boyfriend. Wash your filthy mouth out. So please welcome my most interesting looking friend, David Smith. How come you've put an hat on?
Because it's a hard something. I thought I was on as a guest, not an experiment.
Oh, right. Oh, I'm so sorry. I should have specified. Dear David, would you be on my show as a massive experiment to try and sell makeup for me?
Yes, I would.
Yeah, good job you said yes, because otherwise you wouldn't be on, and that'd be the end of it, and you'd be sad and lonely. So what you got this? What's this hat about?
I don't know. I'll take it off.
Oh, Jesus! Put it on until we start. That ain't fair. What's that about? Tell us about this beard you've grown.
Well, it's not to hide the ugliness.
I was going to say, well, it's not effectively doing that, is it?
Well, for comedy purposes, I'm telling people that the wife on the 23rd of July cleaned the bathroom, give it a deep clean, and warned me if I didn't shave today, I'm not shaving at all. So that's what... That
makes sense, because your wife's not since shaved.
Yeah, she didn't. I have to be quiet. I can't say it too loud. But no, I'm in a pantomime, so I'm growing.
Oh, pantomime for little kids, David.
Yeah,
oh, lovely. Let's do this for the kids. So how old is the audience going to be?
It's an adult one. So
oh, that's disgusting. You filthy pervert. I don't want to hear anything about it. What do you mean an adult pantomime?
It's an adult. Well, it's an adult panto. It's called Peter Pan, the boy who comes in the night.
You filthy.
I wanted to name it Pedo Pan, but there's no way we're putting that on a poster.
And is it like Michael Jackson's life story then?
No, it's quite tame, but full of panto gags. But I'm a pirate. I'm playing Mr. Smee, Captain Hook's little sidekick.
Oh, right. So are you a pedo then?
I've got 30 years. that's what most people get, don't they? Absolutely.
Yeah, so you're not a pedo. So I'll just write that down on my chart about
Fact
you.
check, David Smith.
I'm not going to put definitely because we haven't got any facts yet, have we? But I'll just put probably not a pedo. Probably not a pedo.
So the beard is a pirate beard.
All right. It's not just because you're a lazy fat cow. I was going to call you. What am I like? Yeah, what am I like?
So.
I hope you don't mind, but as my most diverse white friend, and I'm saying that because you look homeless, it looks like I'm the sort of person that just is so relaxed with everybody, and I think, oh yeah, it'll be good on, because people will go, oh, she's not a snob, she will have tramps on. So what I'm gonna say is, can you just get the little box that I brought round today? But I didn't come in or anything, and we didn't French kiss.
No, she brought me. It looks very exciting.
Yeah, that's just an old shoe box. Don't show the bit that's ripped, you dickhead.
Oh, I don't know. It looks so good.
Don't say it's just a shoe box, you bell end.
It looks very good.
Take the ribbon off. I thought the ribbon you could give that to Gemma or your kids.
Let's see. Do
you not understand how ribbons work?
No, I'll just put it. There we go.
Probably the first ribbon you've ever seen, is it? You probably used the bandages, really.
We once on I can't remember what it was. It was a Valentine's Day, and when we give each other our gifts, Gemma give me hers first, and I opened it. Then I went in the thingy with the bag that she gave me, and I put her stuff in, and I come back from the living room, and she was like, "We got the same bags." And
oh God, she realises now that you're just a cheap bastard. Right, yeah. So in the bag is
invisible hair replacement system.
Yeah, it's something that I came up with by myself. But there's things that's Frank Cheeseman. Ignore him. I think somebody's walking past the house and they're going to wish they haven't. Right.
It smells very good.
Yeah, I've cleaned everything. It's my new line of makeup, Kelli Taylor's Makeup for Men, or Male Makeup by Kelli Taylor. What do you think it should be called, David?
As a male makeup kit?
Yeah. Don't spit on it.
No, don't spit on it.
Spit on it.
By David Smith.
Do you prefer Dave or David?
Either. It's
you just have
not
to
a
somebody to say your
not
name.
A lot, yeah, exactly. Not a lot of people revert to my name.
Yeah, they just usually do that, and then point at you, and then tell you to get out. Right. So let's start. Right. The problem with me looking at you is this. You're quite... Hello, Auntie Diane. That's my Auntie Diane, everybody. Shut up, everybody. That's my Auntie Diane. Are you all right, Auntie Diane? She's lovely as my Auntie Diane. I look just like my Auntie Diane, so as you can imagine, she's one hot lady. And she's also quite warm. Right, she got a house in Spain. David. What's in there? Don't tell me. It's my new line of makeup. So we're going to start with some foundation, and you'll find a large bottle of foundation, and that is to give us a clear, nice bit. I'm assuming your face. There we go. Yeah.
It's got a K on it as well. Is that
okay on it because it's my brand of makeup? Yeah. Don't say what brand it really is, because it's no. I've chosen the colour most like your skin. Your skin's quite beige, isn't it? Blotchy. Well, it's going to even all that blotchiness up. So I'm assuming you've washed your hands.
Yeah.
Have you? Well, I've watched you eat, David. You don't wash anything.
I nearly was late.
Everybody, right? We was walking around Amsterdam, right? You know, dirty that is there. It's full of sex tourists. He goes into a coffee shop and he just eats a sandwich and he don't wash his hands. And then he goes, come on, got these things. Right, so put that in your fingers. Warm it through.
What, like a lot?
As much as you like, as much as you feel you need.
This will be a record, because I'll now need 2 baths in one day. Am I rubbing?
2 baths in one day. You've just kept water in the bath from yesterday, haven't you?
Is this going round and about?
Yeah, just warm it in your hands and then just pat it and press it into the skin, David. All over. I don't want to see any of your bare skin. You can remove your hat now, because I tell you what, that ridiculous hairstyle you've got, which is embarrassing, we're going to disguise that. No one's going to realise. Oh, God, you're already going up a point, because you started this off at a 2. And I'm only saying you've only got 2 because you've got your own teeth. Hello, Lolo lady. This is Miss Violet Chalk. She's amazing. Say hello to everybody. Hello, everybody. Oh, she's Spanish.
It feels like when a celebrity's fall off the wagon and then...
That's right, Jim. That's right.
They make you do.
Put more on, because to be honest with you, you still... I think if you put a bit more on, you might start looking more like a 2.5, 3.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. To be honest with you, it's a business thing, because the more I get you to use, the more you become dependent on it, the more you use. It's like crack. I think we're fighting a losing battle here. Right, now I do think you do, because now you look washed out, Dave. You've just been dug up. You need some rouge.
Rouge?
Put rouge on.
You're talking like I know what it is. What's...
Right, there should be a small pinkish tube called... That's it. much of that as you like. You can't go overboard with blusher. I'll put it on with you. Okay, I don't use that shit. I've got real nice stuff. So.
And same principle all over.
No, not all over. You don't want to look like a scold victim. You want something that looks more natural and put it on the apples of your cheeks. David, that's here. David, that's here.
Yeah, I've got that right. Okay, well, let's do this one. No,
but do it subtle so you still look masculine. Oh, you look great. You're already starting to jump to life for me.
I don't know if that's done it. I can't see that.
Put more on. Put more on.
It's that I haven't checked. I could be allergic to this. Is my own like a nut allergy?
I'm not bothered. Because by the time you start springing up, I'll have gone. And what you're going to do, come round, I'll have you arrested for breaking curfew.
And do you know what I always remember about your house?
What?
We had that party and you had actual maids serving drinks.
You act like it's weird.
Yeah, well, to somebody of me.
You mean like you, a tramp?
I knew I was out of place because
normal people, when they have a party, Dave, get people to open the door for the guests and take their coats. That's standard if you're having a party.
Yeah, well, I nearly argued because I thought I was pinching it.
No one's pinching your clothes, David.
But
right.
You, yeah.
What?
They served drinks. What I thought was a drink, I thought it was Baileys.
Oh, yeah, you thought it was a drink with a little bit of soup on it.
It ended up being butternut soup.
Yeah. You're a knobhead, though.
I don't know if that's
we're going to have to go nuclear. There should be a pot of bronzer. And that's also got a bit of shimmer in it. Because I can't really... That's not... It's pot like this. No, that's conceal. Actually, leave that out. Conceal under your eyes. You look fucked.
It's that one?
Yeah, that's it. It's a number 7. It's Kelly Taylor. Sparkly...
Instant glow.
It's instant glow.
Oh my god, it's got a brush.
You do need tons of bronzer. You need tons of bronzer.
What?
Right, look at me, David. Look at me. So put the lid on, give it a tap upside down, and then press the thing to because.
Oh, like upside down.
Yeah, give it a little tap. Much as you like. More, definitely more. Oh, look at you doing that. It's like at school where you couldn't... Did you do that at school where you couldn't clap? Somebody you tip on your nose, definitely. You know when you couldn't clap at school, you had to clap with just 2 fingers because one of your teachers had PTSD.
Right, have I done enough?
Yeah, and like really go for it because I want to make you look like you've gone. Well, you're dragging it across your skin for your bell end. Tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it.
Ah, there we go. I've got
that's it. And it's also got a little bit of natural shimmer in it, which will make you look more shimmery.
Is it all over or what?
Put it where the sun would naturally hit your face.
Before it.
Yeah, it really would. Yeah, go nuts on there. Yeah. Pardon me.
No, do it slowly and look right into the camera. Where's the camera?
You're such a pretty girl, David. Do you know what that puts me in a mind of? Ed Kemper. Right, keep going. Come on, put it on like you love it.
The wife's going to be weird when she sees it. She's like, we could have spent a romantic night together. And
maybe you come after this. I don't know what she's into.
No.
Right, I can't see your eyes look real piggy now.
Right, but... I know, but I'm going orange. If there's a Donald Trump cap in here next, I'll go mad.
I'm not parting with my MAGA hat. I love that MAGA hat. Also, if I had a MAGA hat and this is what I made for Steve Rimmer. Not nice.
Has he already been on? Did he survive?
It was fun. Right, shut up on that. Let's see some eyes because I can't see no eyes on you, and I know that your eyes are like that.
Yeah,
like Lois Mills' tits because Lois Mills has got great tits, except when she puts her catsuit thing on, they seem to go like this a bit. And that's what you're like, isn't it?
Well, I wear contact lenses. The contact lenses power my eyes. If I take the contact lenses out, the eyes go in.
And you've got that's real unfair because you've got so many things already that you're battling, and then it's like the crowning tide, isn't it? And you're bog-eyed, and you talk like that. It's like, God, can't this guy get a break? We put some eyeliner on.
If I was born 10 years later, I could have been the poster child for the life for a kid, I think. But job's gone.
That job,
right.
that like David Smith knows there's no point crying because nobody comes because his face is a mess.
What's this? Bare Minerals. It's like, is that what we're talking?
Bare Minerals. I think you mean Kelli Taylor.
Kelli Minerals.
Kelli Minerals. Right now, I would like you to draw a line around the eye because I can't see no eyes on you.
Whereabouts?
What do you mean whereabouts? What you doing? Not on the waterline, you bell end. Just put it where you think the sun would naturally hit your eyes.
I can't do this.
Why can't you do it? You'd be a rubbish woman.
Oh, look at that.
Actually, you're starting to look a bit Nirvana-y.
Pirate.
Yeah, you. This is perfect practice for you when you're doing that. Pedo pirate.
I might call a panto rehearsal straight after this.
Do you have Captain Birdseye in that? Is that in that one?
I've gone all. I mean, is this even meant to be where it's going? I
suppose. I don't think it matters because I don't think there's anybody but me, you, and Tom here. Susie Colnett was supposed to be watching, but she's a silly cow who's gone out to eat something because she hasn't got any food in her own house, which is a lie. Yeah, be bold, Dave. Come on, Dave. Come on, Dave.
I think
that looks right. Hello.
Is this Jason Manford? We like that. They can stay.
Oh, there she is. That is one hot bitch. Right. Now
girls, this is what I was saying I never used to get. Like they used to do. Some girls at school used to do this, like round the lips. It'd be like a peach, and I used to hate it. But they'd do a black outline around the lips, and I never used to get.
Looks great. That's how Jackie wears a lipstick. She has big black line outside of her lips, and then it's somehow like a shimmer on the inside, and she looks lush.
Is that on the bottom?
Dave. Now, Dave, this is my invisible hair system that I'm thinking about. Now, with the pen, the eye pencil, I'd like you to draw strands of hair because I think this is going to work. Come on, David. Just all the way. You're going to get through a hell of a lot of pencil because you've got a lot of hair missing. Is there a reason you keep your hair like that? Aw, you're lovely.
Let me do this one.
Dave, he's this bloke I know. He's like the weirdest looking bloke in Hull. He's also like one of the funniest ones, not just to look at. But there's a few Hull comedians in Hull that aren't very funny, and he's not one of them. Dave's quite funny.
Kelly brought me on saying this would really boost my career, and
it can't. Honest to God, it can't go wrong. Because look, I tell you what, can you bring it down further? Can you bring it down further?
What, the pen?
Yeah, obviously. Bring it down. I want to see you with more. Doesn't he? I'm brave. Look at that. That looks real good. Don't concentrate on one bit. That's weird.
I know.
Why has he got a real big bit of hair there?
You know what? This is backwards, this though, because.
Oh, you're doing it in the camera?
Yeah.
Is it because you can't afford a mirror, or is it because Gemma said you're not allowed to look in anymore?
Do we have a mirror? Do we have a little mirror?
Have you only just thought of a mirror?
I think he's pretty hot. Oh, James, you star.
Yeah, Dave, do you feel more confident?
I don't know.
You won't know till you've gone Tesco's.
Yeah, that's where the wife works as well, so.
Oh, yeah, she does, doesn't she? Go there, right? And she won't recognise you, but she'll start flirting because
you get messages saying, "Has your Dave had a breakdown?"
Yeah, but she'll go, "Oh, I can smell some sexy pheromones," because you must turn her on in some way because you've had 2 kids, haven't you? Right. Now, if you reach into the invisible hair system,
Yeah.
You'll find some hair that Jackie picked up off the floor today from the salon, and I put it on a sellotape. And I think the light is going to bounce off that. That's just clean hair. But do you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. That's Mark Hill's salon hair, is that? Yeah, just on that sellotape. And if you lay that sellotape, you might find some Pritt stick as well. Now, if you put that on these bits, I just put a few dabs of Pritt stick.
Oh dear.
It's not a screw top, Dave.
Yeah.
Down. Right. That's it. And don't be shy. Go for it, Dave. 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 Don't use it all, Dave.
Yeah, you want it back? Oh, it's got foundation on it. Jesus Christ. Oh, do I want more hair on this?
Yeah, I'd sprinkle some hair directly onto the skin. And that hair's been washed, and it is the hair of very wealthy middle-aged ladies.
She's actually hoovered today, so I might get in trouble for this.
Oh my God, you're sleeping on sofa. Tell everybody how you have to all sleep on sofa because your wife's a fucking nut job. Go on.
Yeah, and every time I do anything wrong, I sleep on the couch, and it's just not for stuff that normal people sleep on the couch for. I've just done a Facebook.
Like what, Dave?
Well, she buys things that we're not allowed to use. Our house is like a show, just for show house. So I've got cushions I can't use, candles I can't use, towels in the bathroom I can't use. You know what I mean?
It's just you though that can't use them because you do stink.
No, they're just for sure. She buys them that we're not allowed to use. So they're like soft Andrex towels in the bathroom. But when I get out of the bath, I've got to scrub myself dry with fucking Magaluf 1995 towel.
Yeah, but your body's what I would call weird. And I want my good towels touching your weird body, David. Because I don't know, because I've never seen it, but I imagine that you're quite scabby. That looks amazing!
Turkey fringe.
Shut up, David. You look 20 years younger. And do you know what? You don't look like you stink. Because normally that's the first thing I think about you. Oh, he looks like he needs a bath. I know, right, Tom? Thank you. Oh, David, that warms my heart. Because honestly, I found it a real chore looking at you. And when I saw you today and you said, hiya, would you like to come? I thought, no, I won't because I want to see you when you look your best and it ain't now. But that looks great.
It's a hairline.
It looks good. Don't you think you look younger? And now I can...
Oh, it looks like David Guest. People always say this to me. It's a
hat. But do you know what? It's not because of your hair and it's not because of your face. It's more your attitude, I think, because you're quite showbiz, aren't you? You're real gregarious, like a big gaylord. That's what you like. I look at you and I think bummer.
Yeah.
And you're in a pantomime, and now I definitely think bummer. Because I know a lot of actors, and they're all bummers.
Yeah. My mum and dad asked me when I was 16. So, yeah. And she sat me down and gave me the all, you can tell us anything, you know, like, is there anything you want to tell us and blah, blah. And I was a bit unsure of what was going on. And then the actual reason was, well, you never seem to bring, like, girls home. And I was like, Mum, the house is a hit home. I'm not bringing anybody back here.
And also of your face.
Just tuned in. I thought Dave Smith was on tonight. He cancelled. I've
got this handsome devil on.
Look at this. For an hour.
It looks real good, don't you think? I think, oh, I wouldn't be sick if I saw him in a pub. Because normally I don't think that, but you know that because I say it to your face. I mean, I slag you off here behind your back, but I don't say nothing behind your back. I don't say to your face. And that's the beauty of me. So, David, you're on TikTok, aren't you, and that?
I am. Whole fool.
I don't watch TikTok. I only watch your videos when you put them on Facebook, which is a lot. My God, it's needy. So yes. I watch them on there. So how does TikTok work? You go on TikTok and you put @wholefool.
Yes. Oh, yes.
There's a search bar.
Yeah.
I won't go on TikTok because I don't need the exposure. I'm not that needy. So, but I think you're great on there because you do like lots of funny things, don't you?
Well, I tried it out because I was bored because I wasn't doing any gigs. So I went on, tried it. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah. There's a place for people like me. My cat just grew up a hairball.
There's a special place for people like you, David. Which cat was it? Shiner or Spoke? Oh, it takes 20 minutes for him to answer. Not because it's him.
I'm thinking of going back. This like the 90s
yeah,
when
what's your
you...
Facebook page? You want following adding you as a friend?
It's David. I don't think it's David Smith, but because no one can ever find me because there's 12 million of us.
I'm only friends with one David Smith.
Yeah.
Because I won't be friends with anybody else called David or Smith.
See, it was suggested, I changed it. People were like, you need to change something or some people know and can find you. But I was like, when I go on stage, I talk about eating chips 7 nights a week and sharing bathwater with all my family. David Smith is perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's quite a trampy name, isn't it? Because when I first saw you and I heard your name, I thought, oh, he'll be asking to tarmac the drive. Because that's the sort of thing. But then I heard you speaking and I thought, well, he's not Irish. So it can't be a parakeet. I don't think I'm allowed to say that word, but I don't care anymore. I've got no career. Right.
I nearly went back to my roots tonight, though, because we're doing a little bonfire in the back garden on Thursday.
Fireworks, David, you prick.
No, I don't do fireworks. Don't like them.
Good boy.
But I do a little fire pit. But I needed some wood, and I found a skip. So I was gonna go. I was gonna go and I was gonna knock on the door and ask if I could take some. But now I'm thinking I might go and do a midnight flip.
Why don't you just set
dress like this? At least if I take it.
Please do.
Nobody's.
They'll be all like, "What do you want? Do you want some sex because you're so handsome?" Because that's what people would do. Not me, because I've got standards. But a lot of people would have sex with you. I mean, Gemma has sex with you without that, and that's a massive improvement.
Yeah, but I used to have hair before I got with her. Before she started stressing me out.
Yeah, she does get mad about weird shit, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Have you thought maybe that she's mentally ill? Yeah, I've thought that. More than one occasion, David. Is there anything else you want to say? Because I'm getting ever so tired.
No, yeah.
No, just, yeah. What you on about? Has lockdown got to you?
I just keep looking at myself going, at first I was scared. Now I'm like, I'm not actually.
Sorry, but that looks brilliant. Has it encouraged you? Will you think you would buy Calitella makeup for men or makeup for males by Calitella?
I think you'd have to be brave. I definitely wouldn't.
You're brave. Yeah. You're very brave. I've seen the way you eat. You don't care what people think of you.
No.
So I don't think there's anybody braver than you, David.
What you need to do is you need to edit this and put some like X Factor type sympathy music on as you.
I just weird because I always, when I see you, I always think that real sad music. I don't know how it goes. I can't remember. I'm going to go now, Dave, because I'm going to speak to Jeffrey, and I'm ever so tired, and I don't think you've once said how brilliant I look.
You absolutely look brilliant, but
I
now
know, right?
But it's just there's no competition, is there?
No, there ain't. I've really enjoyed having you on, Dave. I think you're real good.
I'm going to stick around.
Next time if anybody sees the name David Smith, which you will anywhere, and it's the comedian one and not just somebody who's up on a rape charge, definitely go see him because he's real good fun. He's a right laugh. He's even funnier when he's had some marijuana from Amsterdam. I watched him do it. Have a massive whitey on a ferry. Thank you, Dave.
No problem.
He's lovely. You have to cut him off though because he won't stop talking.
Yeah.
You just cut him off, Jim. Bye, Dave. I love Dave Smith. Yeah, he's a good lad, is Dave Smith. I'd never have a drink he made me, but I would spend quite a while talking to him. So next on tonight, there he is, Ben Lister. Real good lad. Hiya, Ben Lister. Are you being a good boy? Are you right busy doing your podcast for Matthew's Hub? I am so great. Look, I'm talking to autistic people. I'm talking to tramps. I'm amazing. Next on is my dear friend and brother of my dear friend, Jeffrey. I think it's Jeffrey. Hello, Jeffrey.
Has anybody here seen Kelly? Kelli, and the rest.
I don't.
My little theme tune for you though, because I've been watching, and you're a big fan of theme tunes, so I writ that for. Absolutely wonderful. I was very well, but I'm a little bit annoyed because I noticed that Jackie found her scissors. But last week she texted me actually to say, Jeffrey, I've lost my Salon scissors, Salon quality scissors, and I need £110 sterling. Please, can you transfer me it? So I did. She did actually text back to say thank you very much, but she failed to mention that she found her Salon grade scissors. So next time you see her, if you could perhaps...
I'll have a word with her. I'll say something.
I would appreciate it. I was also rather enjoying your makey makeover there, and I thought of a rather good name that you might want to consider: Tailor Made Up.
Oh my goodness! How come I didn't think of that?
Tailor Made Up, and then pour with an H for hom.
Yeah. Tailor
Made Up, pour hom, and you could sell that in my post office if you wanted. We can negotiate.
Or for gay men, pour homo.
Absolutely. Wonderful. Splendid.
Oh, I love that. Thank you, Jeffrey. Do you know what? I don't know why I didn't come to you in the first place, because you've always got the best ideas about business.
Always the best. And absolutely a makeup range for men, for normal men, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, good evening, Auntie Diane. Lovely to see you.
Auntie Diane!
All the way from Spain. Is she in Aviva Espana at the moment?
No, I don't think she's in Aviva Espana at the moment because of all the lockdown. She lives in Liverpool, and I think Liverpool people have to handcuff themselves to radiators at the minute. I'm not sure.
I wouldn't put it past any of them.
Neither would I.
What were you mentioning before? Oh yeah, so makeup for normal men and gay men, and I think that would sell marvellously in Croom. Obviously, we don't have any gay men in Croom. They obviously get out as soon as they can to avoid the dunking.
I think a lot of them live in London.
Yeah, London or nearby Gloucester, but yes, to avoid the dunking stool, they tend to escape when they're around 14, 15 years old, and we're not going to try and do anything to prevent that. So,
yeah,
jolly good luck to them. That's what I say.
I'll say that too.
Talking of criminals,
yeah,
crimes in Croom this week. My little crimes in Croom.
Out because I can work on a jingle.
You could work on a jingle for crimes in Croom. We could work on that.
I'll do that while you're telling me about it.
Well, this week's crime is a very, very tragic, sad story. So very sad story. A mother of 3 decided to treat her children to a pumpkin for All Hallows Eve. And so she went to nearby Asda. She had to travel, as obviously there's not an Asda in Croom.
Why come there isn't an Asda in Croom?
Because it's Croom. There wouldn't be one. So she purchased this pumpkin, took it all the way back to Croom, started carving it for her 3 children, and discovered on her carving that the inside of the pumpkin was rotten. Now, that is a form of child abuse because those children were devastated. So we set up our kangaroo court in Croom, the Croom Court of Croom, and she was found guilty. Do you know, I was just thinking that, Francis, she looks absolutely resplendent. Absolute delight.
Myself, Francis.
I'd very much like to share a glass of Cabernet Sauvignon with such a beautiful lady, but
I don't drink wine. What I drink is Corona Extra because I support the COVID.
Well, that's a real shame because I'd bought a very expensive bottle of vegan red wine for you, but obviously
I'll do what I can. Because I like to help.
Is Corona meat free? I dare say, but now they're all quarantined and they're all being mass tested next week. Apparently, you'll never be out of the COVID testing centre. I do hope you haven't got a job or children or anything like that. Another in Liverpool next week. Good gracious!
I won't bother. I'll just stay in, so I can't go out. My legs hurt.
So while you're working on the theme tune, so we set up a kangaroo court. She was found guilty within 7 minutes. And the reason she was found guilty is from testimony, actually, from her 4-year-old, who called her a smelly witch. Well, you can't ignore testimony like that. So, of course, she was straight away taken to the Ricky Lake and strapped to the dunking stool, where she remained for quite several minutes, actually. The officer got a very fine pair of lungs on her, but dunked her a few times. And she looked, by the end of it, she looked like a harassed, drowned rat. But she jolly well learned her lesson, let me tell you that. She won't be buying rotten pumpkins again in a hurry. So the gentleman tottered off to the Slaughtered Lamb public house and to enjoy a pint of lager ale. And sorry, I know you wouldn't like that name, would you, Kelly? The Slaughtered Quorn.
I don't like anything like that because I care a little bit more than everyone else.
Oh, well, I'll petition to change.
You should see my puppy. It's got diamonds on it, which mean I care a little bit more than everybody else.
Care so much, but excuse me. But yes, so I'll try and change the name of that, the Slaughtered Quorn or the Slaughtered Hellman's Vegan Mayonnaise, something like that.
Yes.
Anyway, so I don't like to go because I find these men that go to the pub, they don't like to talk about the doings of the post office and historic childhood trauma stories from boarding schools.
A lot of them are sex tourists.
I imagine they are. I've not actually done a petition in Croom to see how many of our residents are sex tourists, but I imagine it's rather a lot. So I just went back to Jeffrey's house with the bay window, cracked open a bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon, and stuck on an Only Connect, and that was Jeffrey's evening. So that was very nice.
Beautiful.
I've also got a new series coming out because of the success. When I say the success of my ad, no, I would not at all.
They're fully grown now. I mean, I call them puppies, but they'll always be babies to me.
Get vid. So the success, based on the success of my commercials, basically because I'm practically funding ITV Hull at the moment, they've given me my own series. It's called How to Get Rich in One Easy Step. It starts next week on ITV Hull. And it's about these ridiculous people that keep complaining they've got no money all the time.
Oh, don't get me started.
It's so draining to hear. Just get more money, please. Ask a relative.
I remember when I was about 36 and I thought, oh, I ain't got any money. So I said, Dad, can you get me a salon? And he got me a salon like that. Now, why can't people just do that?
Oh, because they have very little to no imagination. It's ridiculous. So Jeffrey's new series, it's basically advertising my new easy-to-follow pyramid scheme to get yourself a little bit of money for Christmas.
That's
Children love push pop sweeties. They love push pops.
Oh, they do.
What child wouldn't enjoy a push pop? So Jeffrey's push pop paradise pyramid scheme is perfect for busy mums on the go who need to raise a little bit of illicit cash for Christmas to spend on, I don't know, whatever on earth it is you buy children these days, yachts, caravans. So sign up for Jeffrey's scheme. It's $99.99 down, and then but with the $99.99 you will get a free push pop sample. And then you can buy the push pops for $9.99 each, and then just message all your friends and flog your friends these push pops. And I would recommend $19.99 per push pop and $34.99 for two. Now, everyone would be grateful for the savings. Obviously, then you would have to give half of your money back to dear old Jeffrey, so I can administer the scheme. It's an administration fee, Kelly. When you freeze, I'm fine. So I think we should be all right. It's cake on. I think they're.
I don't know when I freeze, everything freezes.
I think they're stifling your internet, to be quite honest. I think they've got it in for you.
I think some of it's got to do with these bombs that I made that time.
Presenting your homemade bombs on live television, as it were, isn't going to do you any favours with KCOM. Believe me, I've tried in the past.
I think
one of the reasons we now have CCOM, which is the Croom, obviously. Jeffrey's school meal plan as well. I'm absolutely sick to the back teeth this week of this ridiculous government and these ridiculous Facebook posts. So it's Jeffrey to the rescue. I've launched a new website to help with this terrible situation of these school meals. It's called halftermnosh.croom.
Yeah.
And basically, it's a subscription service. I'm a very big fan of subscription services. For just £15 a week during term time, you will be entitled then to receive either a bounty of Dairylea Lunchables, mini Baby Bells, and blackcurrant fruit shoots, and they will be delivered to you every single day during the school holidays. Okay. However, for the yes, it's a street slang for holidays.
I did not know that. Oh my
Yes,
God.
Hollies.
I'm off on my hollies.
It's rather jaunty, isn't it? I did actually read on the internet a few weeks ago. Somebody wrote hollybobs.
That's hilarious. Oh, I love people sometimes.
Kelli, hollybobs.
Ah, you're mad, you are. I love it when people are mad.
Going on Jeffy's hollybobs. So as I was saying, it's Lunchables, Baby Bell, and a food shoot. But for the older children who will be quite rightly concerned about their weight, they won't want to be eating. Exactly, I mean, they're getting to that age, 13, 14, where they don't want to be ballooning. And so, of course, for £15, I'll send you a litre of Tanqueray dry gin and 20 Regal for those children that really, quite rightly, don't want to be eating a meal.
Hang on a minute.
And so that
20 Regal, are they vegan?
I'll look into that. I don't know.
I've never.
I think that's actually quite concerning if they weren't vegan, but we'll see anyway. So, a bottle of a litre of Tanqueray and 20 vegan cigarettes. I'll look into that, because they don't want, at that age, they don't want an overbearing nosh at dinner time. They won't have any energy at all, and obviously they have to take 50 to 60 selfies a day.
Fat little leaders.
Exactly. So I'm doing them a favour. So if anyone's interested in that, it's halftermnosh.com. And of course, my new book that I mentioned a few weeks ago is going from strength to strength. I have a publisher now, myself. I'm publishing it myself on Amazon.com.
That is the wisest thing to do.
It really is. I mean, I was toing and froing from all these publishers. They all kept giving all these, oh no, we can't do that due to COVID, blah blah blah.
Due to the racism in it.
Well, I suspect partly that, and partly the fact that a lot of them just can't read because they're probably not very bright. A lot of these publishers.
There is a lot of hate speech in your book, isn't there, Jeffrey?
I've got hate speech directed at children.
Yeah, I'm saying, I think a lot of people are surprised at how much you dislike children. Because even though Tom James hates kids, it just called the other people's kids boring. You're a bit more forthcoming than that, aren't you, Jeffrey?
I was rather forthcoming. I've had to tone it down and with to comply with Amazon.com's policies. So now the book is called Your Children Are Ragamuffins, which I think is harsh enough.
That's a good compromise, because it was very, very, very offensive, wasn't it?
Perhaps I went a little bit far the first time.
Yeah.
The premise of the book is basically it's a long rant about how disgraceful children are and how disgraceful parents are, especially the parents who complain about my no more than 0 children in post office at any one time policy, which works for me. So I don't know why it doesn't work for these
I don't like kids in the salon. I wouldn't even let my own kid in the salon. And not just because he dismantled all my hairdryers, just because I just can't be arsed with them.
Well, perhaps I'll send you a sign. I'll create one on my post office printer.
Yeah.
And I'll send you up a sign that says no more than 0 school children permitted in the salon at any one time.
I would appreciate that. That would be really kind of you.
Jeffy's top tip, by the way, if you want to do anything at all at the moment, anything at all, you just can say due to COVID.
Oh my God, that's
Literally.
amazing.
I found this out the other day, and the things I'm getting away with at my post office would make a nun quiver. Due to COVID is the carte blanche in 2020.
Carte blanche? Is that like a white cart?
White card in French, yes.
I can't believe how brilliant I am at French.
Absolutely fantastic, and you look delightful. So
Thank you.
absolutely remember that due to COVID on the end of any sentence, and you can get away with absolute
that is a
murder.
carte blanche.
It's a carte blanche for very, very bad behaviour, or very acceptable behaviour, depending on what your morals are.
To call Jackie a carte blanche.
Yes, and then say due to COVID.
Yeah, somebody's fault.
Call her all the names under the sun for all I care, because she owes me £110 sterling. And then you can say, when she starts crying and saying, "Oh no, times are very difficult for me at the moment."
Well, she's banging on all the time about her dead husband.
Exactly. So you say the only reason I'm being incredibly unnecessarily cruel to you is due to COVID, and that's fine. Yeah. You can get not a court in the land, not even the court of Croom. And then finally, my last update is that I have decided to. Well, I did decide to try No Nut November, you see, because the local vicar put me onto it and suggested that I research No Nut November. And I thought it sounded like a marvellous idea. But dear old Jeffrey, I'm afraid, succumbed this afternoon, and I consumed 3 whole walnut whips in one go, therefore breaking my No Nut.
What you like in October, when you can have as many nuts as you like?
I'd never even considered it, but I quite like this trend at the moment, because everyone's got to be doing something all the time, and I quite like this trend of doing something for the sake of it, regardless of any impact or results, and making a big deal of it for a month and boring all your friends to death. So sadly, 3 walnut whips, so it has become Nut November. So tomorrow I might have a Dundee cake. Might have a Dundee cake and treat myself.
That's a good idea, Jeffrey.
Well, I'm hanging my head in shame.
It's time to go, isn't it?
Well, I very much enjoyed it. Very much enjoyed the makeover.
Enjoyed it too. This is the last one for a little while, and
is it the last in the series? I thought the last in the series.
Because Jim's all like, "I've got a better job now," because he's such a bitch. But don't tell him I said that, because But he's ditching us because he's a cow. So we're just gonna. No, because they're not vegan. And I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm a vegan. So anyway. Jim's being a bitch about it. Like, I can't do your show anymore. I've got a proper job now. So it'll just be when it is. We might do some Facebook Lives on that, which I think we will. I think we'll do some Facebook Lives work with Jeffrey.
Yes, well, post office commitments and book writing commitments permitting, of course.
Yeah, hairdressing commitments permitting as well, Jeffrey. I've got a life as well, Jeffrey. Anyway. We will come back, because I don't think it's fair to keep this from the general public. But thank you ever so much for joining in tonight. Thank you for everybody who helped. Tasha from Mark Hill Salon, who supplied the hair for Dave Smith. Thanks to Dave Smith for not making any effort before he came on and looking like a proper tramp. So it was like a real good makeover. Thank you, Jeffrey, for all your help. Thanks, Jimbalina, for whatever it is you do. I don't know. Thanks, Tom James, for helping. Thanks, Susie Colnut, for helping. But not watching tonight, Susie Colnut. That's incredibly rude.
Traitor.
That's the last one. I'm going out for a meal. Fat cow.
Judith Iscariot shows her face.
She does, yeah, and that's what she's like. But don't say that to her, because I don't want her to find out. So thanks to Abby Ali for all your help. Thanks for if I've forgotten you, you weren't that much help, are you? So everybody, night for now, and we'll see you again soon or whatever if Jim decides to stop being a little bitch about it. Thank you, people. Night.